Hey guys, it's Brandy with Brandini Mojo Tarot and Spirit Messages, and today I have a DM download for you guys. And I hope everyone um, finds this video well and in good health and in good spirits. Actually got woken up at like 5 o'clock this morning to a voice that said, "Brandy, wake up, do a divine masculine read." And I was thinking to myself, well, Spirit, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to wait. But they've been persistent. So here we are 6 hours later. Um, to start off with, I'm going to pull some energy cards to see what energy the divine masculines are into. And so it is. I'm going to just breathe for a second. I call in earth, air, fire, water, spirit, ether, ascended masters, way showers, guides, and lovely spirits. Please make me a clear channel to channel the energy of the divine masculines today for whoever is watching collective today. Please grant me the peace and the serenity to relay this message with the utmost highest good. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Back to the drum. Back to the drum. Again, I hope everyone is doing well today. So we're going to see what energy the divine masculine is in. Wow. So I have the solar plexus card, determination. And listening. Throat chakra. Okay, first of all, this card right here doesn't just mean listening. There is a difference between listening to someone and actively listening. Actively means that I didn't just hear what you said, but I felt what you said. I understand what you said. I understand the truth that you're speaking. That's what this means. Doesn't mean just to listen, because anybody can listen, and then you can listen to someone and not hear a word they said. So it looks as if I'm going to pull one more. There we go. Soul healing. So this is a soul chakra card. And the card is soul healing. So the divine masculines, bottom of the deck is love. The divine masculines are in an energy where they are determined not only to open up their throat chakras and speak, but they are also being guided to listen. Not only listen to the people around them and the things that they have to say and the things that they feel about, but I really truly feel like this is a spirit saying that the divine masculines for this energy read they're determined to get to a place where they are happy or where they are powerful or where they're standing in their power. In this picture of determination, you have the salmon swimming upriver to get back to the place where they were born. Okay. So your divine masculines are going within to do soul healing while listening to spirit, and they are trying to get back to that place where they once were in their solar plexus, where they are standing in their power. Because at one point these divine masculines felt powerful, and right now they're going through a deep transformation, pulling them back into that power. So Where they were once lost, they are now being found, which is, I feel like, it's very exciting. The soul healing that the divine masculines are going through right now is to open up their heart chakra. To open up the heart chakra and to allow the healing that has taken place. So, with determination, I'm going to read the card's actual meaning, and I'm going to give you the affirmation for this. Because if you're a cross watcher, this may also resonate with you. So if you called this card into your awareness today, it's a reminder of the power and importance of determination. This powerful energy is calling you to align with it as you bring out the determination that lies within you. Everything at some point requires that extra energy to push into the next stage of creation. Determination and will are the keys to amplifying your desired outcome at this time. You may have been working hard on a certain project and have come to a standstill. You may have doubts and negative thoughts that may be overshadowing your dreams. It's natural to have doubts. However, pulling this card is a sign that it's time to get focused and determined. Nothing in the world can take this dream from you. Allow the fire in your belly to rise. Bring forth the energy required to move to the next stage in your manifestation. It is time to be focused and clear on your outcome. What is it that you would like to create? What are your desires? You are the only one to make this happen, and it is important to keep your eye on the goal. Don't let it go. Do what needs to be done to make it happen. When you feel like all the odds are against you and you want to give up, know that you have the determination to succeed. This powerful energy lives inside you and is ready to waiting for you to surrender to its calling. Call forth the power of determination to once again bring you into alignment with your dreams and desires. It's truly amazing what you can achieve when you put your mind to something and apply determination. This is a great trait of a champion athlete. It's time for you to be a champion and go for what you desire. The affirmation for this card is, I am unstoppable being of love and determination. Okay, so this is the energy that is triggering your divine masculines to more or less come full circle with their healing. Hey, RuPauli, how are you doing today? Okay, the second card is listening. I'll hold it like this, it's better. You have drawn this card today to let you know it's time to take note and listen. Messages and guidance come in many forms. You're being asked to stop for a moment and listen to the wisdom that is coming your way. You may have asked for a sign or some guidance recently. The answer will be revealed if you listen carefully. The most profound guidance comes from within, and it's time to start listening and trusting your own soul. Take time to meditate and explore the silence in order to hear the powerful words of divine guidance coming from within you. Your angels and guides are also sharing their thoughts with you at this time. Answers may come via songs, other people's conversations, or some other external source sharing this wisdom with you. Listen carefully to what is being presented to you at this time. This card can also suggest that you're not listening deep enough at present. It could be that someone is sharing how they feel or their perception of a situation, and you've not been listening with an open heart, which may be causing miscommunication, challenges, and conflict. People will always have different perceptions and experiences, and it's important to allow both sides of the story to be heard and expressed. When we can understand this and not take people's expressions personally, we can open up to a world of unconditional love and communicate more from a place of love and understanding. Listen deeper in the silence, and your answers will be revealed in divine timing. The affirmation for this card is, I listen contently and hear the words of wisdom loud and clear. Okay, I have to stop right there because I have to reiterate that card. The divine masculine has been in a state of not listening because we all know that for the most part, divine masculines have kind of been selfish when it comes to not only the divine feminine dynamic aspect of things, but when it comes to being stubborn and stuck in their ego, this is a direct result of that and not listening. So spirit is kind of asking the divine masculine to listen and go deep and go within the self to you know to alleviate the challenges and conflict within the conversations, within communication that the divine masculine is having with his, I want to say, his close loved ones right now, because this is also for those that are in separation, while they're divine masculine, for the DFs. If you're watching, this is a message that your divine masculine is going within, and he's going through the lesson of learning how to listen and how to communicate, um, in respondence to either divine feminine's feelings or to the immediate family members, that are connected to the divine masculine. So he's being taught a lesson, about listening. And for the past, it's for the fact that he has been blocked in communication. This is for some of those, divine feminines that have been ghosted by their masculine. Spirit's really asking him to go in and look at that behavior and see how that behavior caused a lot of the miscommunication between himself and the divine feminine. So it's exciting, some inner soul healing to go in and have to do that. So for the divine masculine, this is a little testy. The affirmation for this card is, I open to receive deep soul healing now and embrace the support of pure love and guide my healing journey. It says you have called upon this card today as deep soul healing is at hand. Your soul is the all-powerful consciousness aspect of your being and is currently undergoing a healing process. This awakening can sometimes stir things up in your life as it creates the change required to expand to a higher state of awareness. You're undergoing a rite of passage, where the things that are not working in your life are being reviewed. Now that this chaos is a positive thing, it is what is required at this time. There's a divine order to this chaos. You are being asked to trust. Your soul holds the medicine for you to heal and knows what is best for you. It is a time of deep cleansing, and you are encouraged to let go of the old as you make way for the new. Soul healing allows for healing on all levels: your being, your emotional, physical, spiritual, and mental. A complete cleansing on all levels, aspects, and states of being. Be very gentle and kind to yourself as you transit through this very powerful and important time. Be sure to nurture yourself enough through this process, giving yourself lots of love and care. Listen to the messages your body and soul are offering and follow through on this guidance. Amazing awakening is happening for you right now, and soon you will reap the rewards. Know that the process you are currently undergoing is a powerful injection of positive light from your soul as you deeply heal. Okay, so that is the energy opening up for this reading for the divine masculines. They're going through a very deep soul healing. They are gaining the determination that they need to move forward, to heal, to learn how to communicate with their divine feminines and their families, the closest loved ones now. So the divine masculines for this energy read are in a deep state of healing to open up their heart chakra. So we're going to jump right in here, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the Rider-Waite. I don't know about that. Maybe we're going to use Ciro Marchetti. I love these cards so much. I feel like this deck of cards right here is so much easier for me to intuitively channel through, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and use these. I don't know why these cards. I connect these cards so much better than I do the other decks that I have. Maybe it's the magical sense in them. The Ace of Wands wants to come out. So I'm going to give a shout out to my my friend who is also a divine feminine. She is another reader. I want to give her a shout out. Her name is Made for Love. She's a very amazing reader. I've been following her DM downloads. Her energy is just absolutely amazing. So if you guys haven't checked out her channel, you really should. I just wanted to say that because this woman's amazing. She's actually working to help me expand my channel and send me some traffic. I just want to say how amazing she is. If you go and watch her readings, her energy, like I said, her energy is just awesome. And she'll have you in the good feels before the reading's over, regardless of what kind of karmic stuff she dives into. She reads on the karmics too in a very positive manner. So if you have questions about a karmic situation, I know I don't do a whole lot of karmic situations unless I'm guided to. But she touches on the karmic energy every time she does a divine masculine reading. So if you guys are having any inquiries about karmics, or you just want another good positive reader to follow, definitely follow Made for Love. She's awesome. I love her Caribbean vibes. So that's my shout out to you. I love you. Okay, so let's get into this divine masculine reading. What is the energy for the divine masculines today, Spirit? And they throw me the Ace of Swords. Truth. It's more standing in that truth and trying to stand in that authenticity and trying to learn how to better communicate. It's about intuition. It's not only with his intuition, and it's not only about the physical, but it's also about his intuition. And like the soul healing card said, the divine masculine is really going through that hardcore learning process where he's not only learning how to speak for himself, but he's also having to learn how to listen, and not just listen to what people are saying, but actively listen, like feel what they're saying. And instead of being like brash and, very like, oh, I don't want to hear it. The divine masculine isn't being given a choice right now. So divine masculine is being guided by spirit. And I really feel like that is in correlation to the Ace of Swords right here. Nine of Swords in reverse. This process, I feel, is helping alleviate some of the divine masculine's anxiety about past situations, about the things that he's been through, leading up to today, or this energy right now. It looks like he is no longer in that energy where he's being kept awake all night, where he's worrying. It looks like the anxiety is starting to die down. The more that he works on his solar plexus areas. And right now with the divine masculine, I really feel like in their chakra points, they're really focusing on their solar plexus areas. They're really focusing on their solar plexus areas, and now they're also focusing more on their higher chakras, like their heart chakra, their throat chakra, their soul chakra, etc. From the solar plexus up. So it's kind of actually starting to alleviate some of the divine masculine's anxiety, because his other chakras, his higher chakras, are starting to open, which is a good thing, because for us divine feminines, we're a little ahead of these guys in the awakening journey. We've just come out of our dark night of the soul. A lot of us divine feminines are starting to feel quite a bit better. But I remember a couple of months ago when all of us divine feminines were kind of in this energy, we were kind of overcoming our anxieties and starting to listen to spirit and the messages. And we've done our soul healing. So now the divine masculine is now in that phase, coming out of the dark night of the soul. So the masculine's anxiety is being relieved at the moment. Empress. I really feel like this is a part of the determination to be born within the masculine at this moment. He's starting to tap into his creative energy. I really do feel like that is a part of the solar plexus energy. He's starting, now that the anxiety is starting to subside, the divine masculine is starting to think more clearly. And with him opening up his solar plexus chakra, it's also kind of tapping into the sacral chakra, where he's tapping into his creative energy. And this is for those people who have divine masculines that are artists, tattoo artists, musicians, um, entrepreneurs. These guys have had a blockage in the creative aspect of their solar plexus, and so um, he's now beginning to tap into all of that pent up creative energy that he's been storing up through these rough times. So, for the divine masculines in the determination aspect, the a lot of things inside of him are awakening, like especially since he's able to put that anxiety to rest. Peyton, hey Peyton, um, you are right. I've been right there with you, sister. The divine masculines right now, I really, really, truly feel like these divine masculines, once they overcome this little hurdle, they will see who they truly are. They will stand in their power. Um, and it's not very far behind. Some of these divine masculines are moving very, very swiftly with their growth and their change process. Give me a minute and I can tap into that. Give me a minute, Rupali, and I will tap into that karmic energy once I get the overall read. The last question that I'll ask Spirit is, how is he dealing with the karmic situation? And I can go ahead and tap into that for you here in just a minute, for sure. I think I'm going to pull one more card here for the determination. I think they have more to say about what is happening with the determination, transformation, the release of the anxiety. Yes. Yes. Three of Wands. Now I strongly feel like the divine masculines, with this new birthing process of their creative energy, okay, tapping into the solar plexus here, they now have more options. Now they are starting to see that they are extremely talented and that there are things that they can do with their talents, their creative energy that they're pouring out. They're starting to realize that they have more options than what they thought they did. That's a good thing, Peyton, because if he's been messaging you and you're not ready, there's a good reason for that. It's like you said, if you were going through that growth and you need honesty from him, and it may just not be time. Like you said, while you're going through your growth process, he's going to be going through his. There are lessons that he's going to need to learn. Okay, Rupali, I'm not quite understanding who has Jay isolated. And while you're responding to that question, I'm going to go ahead. Aha, listening. Okay, so divine masculine has not been listening to the messages of union and where he needs to be. Okay, but I feel like this is past energy. This is past energy coming to the forefront to be transmuted. All this energy of how divine masculine may have felt about union with divine feminine in the past, with the listening card, the truth chakras, and all that stuff being enlightened right here, I really feel like the divine masculine and the way that he acted upon the relationship with the divine feminine in the past, being that guy where he's hard to peg, you can't get him to commit, he wants to run around and do the things that he wants to do, and he doesn't want to have to answer to anyone. Okay, and the fact that he has refused to lay down that fight and walk through the portals and do his divine challenges. There is a message from spirit coming through to divine masculine right now that he better get his shit straight, or divine spirit is going to do that for him. Oh. That's right, Peyton. If the actions have got to be backed up by the words, because manifestation does not work without action. You can have affirmations all day long, but unless you actually have action to go with those affirmations, the manifestation process doesn't work. So you're definitely right about that. And I want to commend you for standing in your ground, for standing in your power and standing your ground right now, because I know it's hard. So, Peyton, I really commend you, because that is amazing. That is amazing. And yeah, it takes a lot of patience to stand back and watch our divine masculines fall back in their own shit to learn a lesson. I mean, that's I commend you for being strong, and I know that spirit is with you. If spirit is guiding you to do this, then trust your gut. That's all you can do. Oh, so okay. So Jayton has now isolated himself. Oh, girl, I feel for you. I'm a Leo in my sun, and I'm Cancer in my Vedic. So, those Leos, those Leo men, oh my gosh, they have such a hard time with monogamy. But that's amazing. I mean, when they meet that one, they go through a whole lot of turmoil and a whole lot of trials and tribulations to whip themselves into shape. But Leos are very strong. They're very strong individuals. They may struggle for a time, but once this guy gets really truly grounded, he'll be loyal for life. Like, there's no disputing it. So, okay, Rupali, give me just a minute, and I'll answer these questions for you as soon as I'm done with the overall divine masculine read. I'll tap into Jayton for you. Peyton, you're more than welcome to message me on my email at pearlofthesea@gmail.com. I won't charge you for a conversation. I'm not like that. It's only if you inquire a full-on reading or energy exchanges, or if you ask me to talk to your dead loved ones, like energy exchanges or coaching sessions. All of that's quite different. But if you just want to have a conversation with me, you are more than welcome to send something to my email. And we can talk about that in private if you want to. I mean, I'm here for anybody. If you just want to talk, like, I'm not one of those readers, well, you have to pay me to have a conversation with me. No, it's not like that. So if I know what it's like to need someone to talk about the twin flame dynamics with, because when you try to talk about the twin flame dynamics to anyone, it's kind of, especially doesn't know what you're going through or doesn't understand, it kind of makes you feel crazy from time to time. So I did remember the name Rupali. How can you forget an offset name of Shiva? Oh, ooh. Okay, yes, 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 yes. Okay, like I said, spirit is coming in with a message to the divine masculine through the act of listening that his past behaviors toward the union and his denial to walk through that twin flame portal. The Page of Wands is coming in with a message of illumination to the Lovers card. Okay, this I find kind of hilarious because it's just crazy that I pulled these cards came out and I can't make that shit up. So everything about the lover situation and the denial of the union in the past, it's being illuminated to this man or to these divine masculines in this energy read. It's kind of really crazy. So Rapali, if you wonder if he's thinking about you, oh honey, and Peyton, same for you. If like I said, if this energy read is resonating for you, it's for you. The divine masculines are heavily contemplating the past union because of the way that they treated the past union. They didn't treat it like it was a divine union. Now, that Page of Wands messenger coming through here, I feel like that is a message directly from spirit. You know how I feel about the Wands cards. It's always connected to spirit to me. And spirit is giving him the full download. Okay, sir, you treated that divine relationship like it was nothing. So here I am teaching you a lesson, and you're going to go back and you're going to evaluate that whole situation with the Sun card here, Mr. Divine Masculine. So yeah, Spirit is definitely reminding him that that wasn't just an ordinary union, okay? Spirit is reminding Divine Masculine that this union with the Divine Feminine was sacred, and he's learning all about it right now. Yeah, Peyton, Spirit's getting that ass right now. Definitely, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. And on top of that, Spirit is also saying that Divine Masculine is working very hard to fight off the evil forces that are coming between him and his Divine Feminine. So, for the energy read in this, for these Divine Masculines that I'm picking up on today, they are fighting off the evil forces right here. And they're doing it for love. Oh yeah, honey. These divine masculines. He's not full of anxiety anymore. He's watching. Definitely watching. And you know this, man. And you know this. Okay, so we want to know more about the soul healing. What is going on with the soul healing right now, Spirit? What lessons is he learning? Okay, the Ten of Coins. This is kind of like the Ten of Cups, but this is what Divine Masculine is working on right now. He's working on his stability. He is working on his foundation, and he is trying to make his foundation stronger for Divine Feminine because Spirit is urging him forward, okay, into the Divine Union because he once treated it like shit. So it's the lessons coming back around full circle, but the Divine Masculine right now is trying to solidify his financial stability as well as just overall material stability. Here we have the Fool. In this soul healing he is experiencing, he is also learning how to trust in the unknown, how to trust in spirit, how to trust in what is to come. Six of Cups. I feel like in the reversal state, he is severely nostalgic. But in evaluation, he's nostalgic over the past. But he's evaluating his mistakes. He's evaluating how he did not see what this was until now. He's regretting his mistakes. He's nostalgic about his divine feminine. He wishes that he could go back and change things, but it's too late now. He's having to live in the now. He's having to learn in the now. It's not necessarily creating blockages for him, but it is one of his obstacles. It is one of the tests that he must go through on this soul healing. And during the end of the dark nights of the soul, he is having to go through these emotions because it's helping him with his triggers, kind of like the same thing that happened to us in our awakening journey. We had to go through trials and tests to, to bring up past situations to see if it would trigger us. That's how Spirit has been testing us lately. And Spirit is testing the divine masculine in much the very same way. And so he's going through all of this right now in his soul healing, but at the same time, through his grounding with the 10 of coins, he is also gaining the spiritual enlightenment that he needs. And he is also gaining the trust and the faith in Spirit because he's now connecting to Spirit. And here we have the end of a cycle, the world. He's closing out the cycle. The situation right now is being tempered and he's not yet ready to move forward, but the angels are working on that. So Peyton, you were probably right about your divine masculine. He is not ready just yet to move forward. So you're right in trusting your gut. And I feel like Spirit is giving you this message right now too, as well, specifically. So yes, you're doing the right thing right now because Spirit says that right now your divine masculine is not quite ready. The situation is still being tempered, and he will move forward, and you will move forward when the time is right. And that is, I feel like, in strong correlation. This is also with the overall divine masculines. Yeah, a lot of these divine masculines probably are crying over spilled milk. They are going back and they're reevaluating the things that they weren't paying attention to while they were in their selfishness, while they were stuck in their ego. Like, of course, when you're stuck in your ego, you don't think about these things until someone spanks your ass. And then when someone spanks your ass over something that you did, of course, you're going to evaluate what the hell you did wrong. But the divine masculines here, in this energy reading, they're now starting to get that ass spanked by Spirit, and they're going back and they're evaluating what it was that they did wrong. Of course, they know what they did wrong. They didn't treat their divine feminine the way that they should have. They didn't treat the union like a divine union. So they're going through their lessons over it, for damn sure. That's exactly right, Peyton. If you stand your ground and you show this man that you are not willing to put up with his BS and that he better come at you correct, absolutely. Absolutely. Especially, okay, the way that I know, just from my divine masculine's perspective, my divine masculine is a hunter, okay? And so he gets off on the hunt, and when he is not hunting, he is miserable, okay? But at the same time, divine masculine absolutely knows that he better not come at me in that energy because he already knows what I'm going to do. Absolutely not. I was taught when I was younger that, when a child acts up, you get onto them right then and there. You don't wait because they're going to know right then and there what they did wrong. And it's kind of like the same thing with men. Men are just like children. You give them an inch and they'll take 1,000 miles. And if you don't establish your boundaries in your relationships right from the jump, And if you don't execute some kind of consequence to your divine soul counterpart whenever they're in the act of fucking up, it's kind of like if you don't do something about it right then and there and show them that you're not willing to put up with that shit, they're going to keep doing it like over and over and over. Like just to see how far they can get and just to see how much they can test the limits or see how far they can get away with shit. Oh well, she didn't shit can me this last time, well I'm going to go ahead and do it again because this is saying, well, I'm just going to go ahead and do it again because my ass didn't get reprimanded hard enough the first time. So it's exactly like that. And if you don't stand your ground and let them know where they fucked up, and as long as you're not giving in to them or catering to them, it's kind of like getting onto your child and then, putting them in timeout and then because they're sitting there crying and begging you, I don't want to be in the corner, you're like, okay, well, fine, fine, fine. So you give in to the child and then they turn around and then, when you have your back turned, they turn around and go and get into trouble for the same thing that they just got out of trouble for. It's kind of like how the divine masculines work too. This is just with divine masculines in general. I don't care. Like if you don't literally stick your foot down and let them know where they fucked up the first time, they're just going to keep doing it. They're just going to keep taking advantage. So damn right. You got to stand your ground and don't give in to them before they're ready. That's the lesson. That's the lesson for us divine feminines. Don't give in to them before they're ready. Yeah, just because you miss them. I know it's hard. It's hard. Hey, Spirit, any final messages on what's going on today in the overall energy with the divine masculines for this energy read? Yeah, I really feel like this was going to come out over the Ten of Swords. This is the Devil card. It likes like to have that moment, to have this moment in time where, like I said, they are battling off the lower level energies right now. And I really feel like this is proof. If you are with a Capricorn as well, it could be highly possible it's in relation to a Capricorn. This Capricorn man is heavily fighting the evil opposition that faces him. He is fighting it off and he is defeating it right now. So he's fighting off that lack energy and it looks like he is doing a pretty damn good job of it right now. So you can have faith in your divine masculines. They are doing the work. They are doing the work. And this is what you don't see. This is what you don't know. Yeah, they're closing out cycles. The Wheel of Fortune here, they're closing out the cycles with this soul healing that they are engaged in right now. All right. I am going to pull an oracle card or a few. Just depends. To see what the final message from Spirit is to the watchers who are watching this reading, to help you or, undergo as a divine feminine. Okay, right now, this card says know your fears. Right now, with this whole entire soul lesson, not only for the divine masculines, but for also the divine feminines, because right now you guys are at the stage where you guys are mirroring each other quite a bit. So while your divine masculine is going through these changes and going through these soul awakenings and these openings of the heart and throat chakra, the divine feminines more than likely are being faced with the fear of the outcomes or the unknown right now, or fears of what has happened in the past. But right now, not only are divine feminines, but divine masculines are being asked to know your fears, stand side by side with them instead of letting your fears overcome you, because that's a part of your ego. Okay. Your ego self is that part of you that stays locked up in fear and keeps you from moving forward. So right now, for not only the divine masculines, the divine feminines are also having a hard time. They're going through this process at the same exact time. So this is a message for both divine feminines and divine masculines. Everything that you see in this card or everything that you feel about your fears is naturally going to be extremely ominous. Okay, but that's what change is. Change is ominous. Why? because you don't know what's going to happen. You're fearing the unknown. Okay, but with the Fool card here, with the Divine Masculines, it's kind of a message to Divine Feminines as well to trust in spirit. So if you're finding yourself fearful and you're being triggered by fears, they're asking you both, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, to go within and know what these fears are and know how to tackle them in the oh my gosh, I feel like Mercury's still fucking with me. um they're asking you to go in and observe what it is that is making you fearful and face it. They're asking you to face your fears, no longer let your fears control you. Okay? Rupali, about that dream, you may have to go ahead and email me. Okay? You may have to go, that may be a private message that you and I need to talk about. We're all connected. I feel like this is not only are you connected to others, but learning how to sustain with the energies of other people, knowing that it's unconditional love being given to you, whether it's divine masculine or divine feminine. These are messages for both divine masculines and divine feminines. Okay, so we're all connected through spirit. Okay, a part of this message is about connecting to yourself, connecting to your soul, still doing that healing work from within. Cool. Seeing the truth about the situation, about yourself, about your divine masculine, or if you're a masculine watching, this is about your divine feminine. Seeing the truth and understanding the truth and knowing how to move forward from there. Okay, to see the truth is to accept the truth, and to accept the truth is to truly be humble. So I'm feeling like that is the message to the divine masculines directly, that they need to humble themselves in the situation that they're in if they're disgruntled. A message from spirit is also to trust in the magic. Trust in the magic that is happening right now in the universe within you and within your divine masculines. Okay? Within yourself. Trust the magic within yourself. Okay? Because it will take you beyond the reaches of what you thought were possible. Okay? So if you guys are having doubts right now, know that everything that you think about will actualize. Okay? Honor Gaia. This is a message to get grounded the best you can through this energy, because divine feminines, while your divine masculine is going through it, you are going to feel it. Okay? You're going to have some mirrored effects of this energy that these guys are going through. It's like going to trigger your fears. Okay? It's going to some degree, make you doubt yourself. Okay? But what spirit is saying, as long as you're seeing the truth and you are staying connected not only to spirit, but those around you that are helping you through this journey, you're grounding yourself with Gaia's energy. Yes, meditation right now, especially while these divine masculines are going through it, Peyton, it's the best thing that you can do is to get grounded. And know that whenever you're getting triggered, if you're triggered by some emotion, if you're triggered by emotions of fear, just know that that's a test from spirit. Okay, just know that the things that are happening are just spirit's test. It's only to test you to see whether or not these fears still trigger you. If these fears are still triggering you, it means you still have more work to do. It means you still have more shadow work to do, because your fears are connected to your ego. Your ego is your shadow, and usually it's your shadow who communicates with you in your dreams. So if you're a very heavy dreamer, if you're a very lucid dreamer, start writing those dreams down, and any fear correlated, nightmare related, or night terror related dreams that you're having, definitely write those down. And also make sure that when you're doing dream work, if you're doing shadow work, the way that I do work, I do it through dreams. So if I wake up after having a night terror, I have to associate what feelings that are more prominent in the dream, and then that allows me to go in and decipher the codes, because like I look at dreams as codes. Dreams are codes. When you're dreaming about other people, those are, it doesn't matter who it is, your mother, your father, your lover, these are all aspects of yourself, mirrored aspects of yourself at that. So that's what usually confuses us when we dream, and we dream very lucidly. You know, we wake up and we're like, oh my God, my boyfriend cheated on me. That was so fucking real. And then you're looking over at your boyfriend going, oh my motherfucker, what have you been doing? You know, it's not necessarily that your spouse or, you know, cheated on you in the dream. It's the fact that you need to go within and you need to evaluate what it is that makes you feel insecure enough that you could actually manifest what you saw in your dream. You can actually manifest shit like that if you're not dealing with your emotions associated. So that's where your fear will take control. Your fear will take control of you through your dreams, okay? Because this is your shadow self, and you're not used to dealing with your shadow self. You're not used to evaluating who your shadow self is, which is every aspect of what you're dreaming about. Like if you're having a dream about your mother, this is correlated to a motherly aspect of yourself. It's asking you to go in and pay attention. So, like I said, if you're dreaming about a mother, a brother, a sister, a lover, a cousin, it doesn't, a best friend, it doesn't matter. Whoever you are dreaming about in your dreams is only a mirrored aspect of yourself. So remember that while you're doing shadow work, okay? This will help you. It will help you a great deal. I promise. And union for most is definitely going to happen soon. Like I feel like with these changes, these soul healings that are going on with the divine masculines, especially for those divine feminines out there who have really, really busted their ass and really done the work. These divine feminines, this would probably be for that wave of divine souls here. Like these masculines are nearing the end of their complete entire soul healing and revelation. These divine masculines are coming out of it very soon. And I'm feeling that these divine masculines are no longer attached to a third party situation. As a matter of fact, since I just brought that up, give me just 1 second. I'm going to pull one more. Okay. One more oracle card to end the oracles. The messages from the angels and spirit. This is surrender to the flow. Surrender to the flow of nature. Surrender to the flow of surrender. Just surrender to spirit and see how spirit can make things move for you. Yeah. Bringing up that topic of conversation, it's basically surrendering to the flow, seeing the truth, acknowledging that you're all connected, trusting in your own magic. You honor Mother Nature, honor the cycles, and surrender to the flow. When you surrender to the flow, it hurts way less. That is what I know. That is fact. Okay. So I have questions. Okay, like now we're gonna break out the Rider Waite, and we're gonna find out. Let's tap into the karmic situation. How the divine masculine, whether okay. Is this collective energy of divine masculines, are they still connected to a third party situation, or have they now freed themselves of the third party situation and are moving toward that self healing? I'm not seeing the third party, but we'll go ahead and find out. Wow, that was quick. Whoever these divine masculines are, they are no longer looking at that relationship. They're no longer looking at that karmic relationship. They're no longer wanting to put effort into it. It's pretty much a done deal. Pretty much a done deal. Yeah, they're no longer looking at this person. Yeah, they're no longer looking at this person as if they're lovers. They're done. The divine masculine is completely done. Hold on, we'll find out. Is he completely done, or is he just halfway out? Okay, divine masculines they're nostalgic about the past. They can't give to the current relationship anymore because they are stuck on the past. Now, have Spirit, have these divine masculines admitted that to themselves and their karmic partners, or are they still stuck in the third party situation? Yeah, well, it's still not giving me answers. The divine masculine is in the karmic. Well, he's no longer wanting to give any, and he's not giving energy to the karmic situation anymore. He's stuck in nostalgia about his empress. This is divine feminine. He's definitely missing her. He's definitely stuck on the divine feminine. He doesn't give a shit about the karmic relationship anymore. And he is no longer putting in any physical effort. He's no longer putting any physical effort into the karmic relationship. The cycle has ended. Okay, so for this round, for this wave of divine masculines, their karmic cycles have completely ended. They have walked away from the karmic relationships. They are now focused on their divine feminine. Okay. Man, if that's not straightforward conversation, like, if that's not straightforward enough. Whew. I felt like I had to take a deep breath on that one. Well, right now, yeah, if he's got a child with this woman, he's going to be forever connected to her. Um, but as far as like a relationship with his baby's mother, and his necessary individual, okay, I would have called her karmics a couple of months ago, but she's not a karmic. She's a necessary individual. This person, she's got a child with this man. Um, I can tell you, I don't feel like he's lying. I mean, if he's really walked away from the situation, the cards right here tell me he is no longer physically giving to this woman. Okay, he may be giving to the child, but he is not giving to her. And that is over. That part of their relationship is over. The only thing, if they have any connection, this could be for you. I mean, this could be for your DM, or this could be for like the whole entire collective of DMs right now that I'm picking up in this wave right now. They're not giving any physical attention to this karmic person, to the necessary human, as I like to call them. These divine masculines aren't giving to that situation. It has ended. They have ended the cycle with this person. They're no longer giving to the karmic situation, and they're not they're not moving toward it at all. That it looks like they're moving away from it, and not in the usual king of pentacles energy either. I mean, there may be some things, like because of the child, that may be slow moving to get away. But some of these divine masculines are, those that are not attached to children with their karmics, they're moving away really fast. They're moving away as fast as they can possibly get. Yeah, he's really trying to get you to understand, Peyton, that he's not lying. He's really done with that karmic relationship. If he's only caring for the child in the situation. He's only caring for the child or children. He is no longer putting any physical, earthly manifestations. He's not giving this woman dick. I'm sorry. I had to say it. He's not giving this woman dick anymore. He is not engaged in a loving relationship with her. He is not engaged with her sexually. He is not engaged with her physically at all. For this round of masculines, if this resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't, honey. That's all I got to say. But I know that for this round, for this read, and I am tapping into your divine masculine, Peyton, by the way. So when I say that he is being very honest in the fact that he's not giving to her, he's not dicking her down. He's not giving her, he's giving her money, but it's only for the baby. He's not taking care of her. He's not supporting her. He's not doing shit for her materially. And from what I'm feeling about your current situation, I'll single you out. because I'm specifically picking up on this right now. I can't help it. I'm highly clairvoyant. Just having a conversation with you opens me up to your personal business. Sorry. Yeah. Like you're doing the right thing, Peyton. You're doing the right thing by making him wait and making him evaluate the situation for his past actions. Absolutely. Yeah, he's moving into his King of Pentacles. This must be an earth sign, I'm feeling. You're welcome, Peyton. Yeah, he's not. The King of Pentacles is no longer giving to the karmic situation at all. If he's got, like I said, if he's got children, he's taking care of the children, but that's it. He's nostalgic. He's nostalgic for his Empress. He's nostalgic for his Divine Feminine. He doesn't give a fuck about that other woman. Like, he doesn't give a fuck about these Divine Masculines don't give a shit. Like, and I'll just say it because this is Virgo. I feel very strong Virgo energy in this. And I know Virgos very well. They don't give a fuck. When they stop giving a fuck, they stop giving a fuck. When a Virgo ghosts you, he ghosts you good. Okay? And the only way that he would have contact with you at all, if this is a Virgo man, the only way that he's going to have contact with you at all, period, once he's done with you, is because you might have a child by him. That's it. He is not going to give to you emotionally. He's not going to give to you physically. As a matter of fact, if you did him dirty, he's not going to give two fucks about you at all. And that's just how Virgo men are. Okay. But this is for these Divine Masculines, whether they are earth signs. I'm picking up earth, air, and so far no fire. Well, maybe fire. Sagittarius. So I don't know. Like I said, for me, signs don't really matter. I don't really read signs. Yeah, he knows that he's done an injustice to the Divine Feminine, so he's working toward making it right with the Divine Feminine. He no longer gives a shit about the karmic relationship at all. And he doesn't even have to make a choice about it. He's already made his choice. These Divine Masculines in this energy wave right here, they're not fucking around. They're done. They're done. Absolutely done. Yep. And if they haven't told you the truth about it, they're going to very soon. They're very soon going to spill the truth. They are very highly intuitive right now. They're open to the truth. It's part of that throat chakra opening up. So if you haven't heard a message from your Divine Masculine, and you've been ghosted for quite some time, you're more than likely going to hear from him really soon. There's a message coming in. This card was already flipped. I didn't actually do it. But it needed to come out, obviously. This is a messenger, a very spirited messenger at that, whether it is spirit giving you messages or spirit giving him messages, or whether he's coming forward with a very passionate message to you, it's coming. Let me see. Let me go ahead and clean these cards up right quick. So yeah, that is the karmic situation. The Divine Masculines for this energy wave are no longer, they've got their back turned to the karmic situations. They've walked away. So that answers your question about karmics. I don't usually pull cards for karmic situations, but it's not a problem. I'll do it when I'm called to. All right, Rupali. One question, one answer. We're going to do 3 cards. I'll do a 3-card pull for you. We'll get the answer as to whether or not your Divine Masculine has filed for the divorce yet. Honestly, Rupali, let me correct you, please. I love you to death. Do not have expectations of the exact date or the outcome. I don't mind pulling questions for you, honey, but I'm still going to tell you the truth whenever I need to tell you the truth. And the truth of it is you need to detach from the outcome, or you're going to prolong it. And Assuming that it's going to happen in May, you can't necessarily do that, sweetheart. It will happen in the divine timing that it is scheduled with divinity, not with human beings and their perceptions. I'm only telling you this because I have an enormous love for you, child, and I don't want to see you hurt. I want to see you in union, but I also must tell you that you must detach from the outcome. Because honestly, I can tell you from my twin flame experience, the dynamics of twin flames is so vast. Okay. And it varies from person to person, and it varies from one set of twins to another. Okay. They say that you have to come into union before you go into union or go into separation with your twin flame. For one thing, my twin flame and I are so strong individually that the dynamics of our relationship have been so crazy that the opposition, and I'm not talking about spirits, angels, and ascended masters, I'm talking about the opposition in the universe, the kind of opposition that does not want to see twin flames in union. Okay. I have been, my twin and I have been blinded, and we have been like, let me just put it this way, the devil energy through cast so many different illusions upon my twin flame and I that it has literally been hell for the last 8 years for us to even recognize each other as what we are. Okay. And in my awakening and in my healing over the last year, it has only in the last 6 months through the actual healing work that I have done on myself to remove those illusions so that I could see the true identity of my twin flame. Because I knew I had one and I knew he was there. But the devil opposition had thrown so many illusions. They had thrown so many illusions at me and my twin because we are so strong. The opposition doesn't want my twin flame and I in union, obviously. So, like, when I say that, the thing about my twin flame is that we were never lovers. We have always been friends. We have stuffed down our passions for each other. And so through all these trials and tribulations, I know that my twin flame dynamic is so much different than most others. Like when I come into union with my twin flame, if we do come into union, we'll be in union for good. There will be no separation. Because what has happened over the last 8 years with the illusions and the devil energy and all the opposition, the ones who are fighting against the light workers and don't want the twin flames in union, these energies and entities are severely evil. They'll stop at nothing. So, like I said, like every twin flame dynamic is different, and you really must completely like detach from the outcome because I'm telling you right now, Rupali, I was confused about who my twin flame was. I don't know if anybody, like, if you guys saw those readings that I think Fiery Grace the Gifted was doing. She, a couple of months ago, she was asking us to go in and actually evaluate truth from illusion. And once I actually was able to do the inner healing work within myself and remove the illusions that were put there, I now see and know exactly who my twin flame is without question. There is no doubt whatsoever about who it is. And no longer because I'm no longer sucked into those illusions by the other party. So if I hadn't let go of the outcome that I expected with the other person who I thought was my twin flame or who I was confused about being my twin flame, if I hadn't let go of my ideas of that person, none of this would have come about. So when I say you've got to let go of the outcome, it's really important. And it's really important for you. It's really important for your divine masculine, because if you're in a situation like I was, the shit can get really tricky. And this kind of shit that I was stuck in with my divine masculine can keep you stuck forever if you're not, if you're attached, you know. I know, sweetheart. I know you're tired. I know you're tired, and I know it's hard. I know it's hard, sister girl. I know it is, but I'm just trying to help you. I don't want to see you stuck. I want to help you get out of that energy. I want to help you move forward, so that you can be with your divine masculine. I know the struggle. Trust me. Trust me, I know how frustrating it is to have your divine masculine enter your energy and you're stuck. I know what that feels like, but I don't want you stuck. Okay. I don't want you stuck. So you've really got to let go of the outcome. And this is what I started doing. Okay. Just a few months ago, like when I started doing all these readings for you guys, I would, I knew that the opposition was fucking with my head. Okay. They were trying to throw out all these illusions to confuse me and to deter me from my truest path. Okay. But this is what happened. Eventually I just started, the way that I talked to my divine masculine in the 5D was what helped me kind of overcome the illusions that my divine masculine and I were really facing. Okay. And what is truly helping me is that I don't look at the 3D person anymore. Like I stopped looking at the 3D person and I started talking to my 5D masculine, sending my 5D masculine love, not putting a name, not putting a face to his association. Okay. That was what freaked me of the illusion of the bullshit and helped me truly know who my divine masculine really is, which I've always known that anyway, but so many different karmic relationships have gotten involved on my part that I lost sight of that for a long time. And so like just detaching myself from the 3D, the 3D phase where I'm looking at this person, I'm speaking his name all the time. Well, I stopped speaking names and I just started talking directly to my 5D masculine because the 3D masculine situation was too confusing. It was too confusing. It was too full of illusions, and I needed to be able to see past the illusions just to get to the truth. Okay, because I'm a fire sign. I don't like being fucked with. And when I know that it's not spirit directly doing it to teach me a lesson, and I'm having to face the opposition energies in the ether, those energies don't like me. Okay, because I do a lot for spirit. I do a lot for spirit, and because I'm so strong, and because I am what I am, you know, I accept that I live two different lives. I live in the material world and I also live in the ether every day. Okay. And the person that I am on the ether is so much different. Like this person has duties, this person has responsibilities, more responsibilities than most in the universe. And um, being an archer is what I am. This is my job in the ethereal realm. Okay, I'm an archer of the portals. I am a portal guardian. Okay. Things that come through the portals that should not, I spend most of my nights in my sleep hunting down these individuals, these people that don't belong, you know, these individuals, these beings that are notorious for breaking cosmic laws. I am a bounty hunter, more or less, for spirit. I bounty hunt in my sleep. Okay. So when I say that my twin and I are very rare, a set of twins, that's what I mean. Like every set of twins is different. Every dynamic is different. Every twin soul contract is different. Okay, but my twin soul contract, it requires us to do a lot of work on the other side, not just here in the physical realm, but in the spiritual realm as well. This is something that I don't talk about very often, but because it's my channel, I'm going to share, and I'm going to share with you guys because we're getting deep today. Okay, but being what I am, I'm a universal bounty hunter, more or less. When beings cross thresholds they shouldn't, I'm the one who judges juries and executions, like right there on the spot. I go and hunt them down and I drag their sorry asses back to where the fuck they came from. Okay, so a lot of days I wake up with some really shitty energy and I have to do a lot of energy transmutations. But okay, this is my job. This is what my divine masculine and I have been doing our whole lives. Okay. So it is natural. It is only natural that because we are who we are, we do what we do, that the ethereal beings, the nasty, I call them the ethereal nasties. The ethereal nasties don't want to see my twin flame and I in union because why? We're powerful enough on our own, but when we're together, we're unstoppable. literally. Okay? So, if you're facing all this opposition in your twin flame dynamic, I would suggest you heavily evaluate where you were attached and where you were not, where you did detach, where you need to detach, and keep moving forward and stay focused. Okay? All right. So, Rupali, I will answer your question. Has your divine masculine filed for divorce? What you don't know yet, more information will be revealed to you through the moon. I feel like what is hidden from you will be released after this full moon. He's still not quite in his emperor energy or his magician energy. He's kind of still the backwards magician, okay? I really strongly feel like that just means he's working on it. He has faith in the unknown. Spirit has J10 moved away from the karmic relationship. Somebody's feeling out in the cold. Somebody's feeling out of the cold. I'm really getting this strong notion that he has walked away. He's gone into hermit mode to think about his love, his real love, which is not the karmic situation. He's moved away from that. It looks like he's feeling left out in the cold in that situation, but he's now trusting in spirit to move him forward to his happiness. And he has not closed himself off from love. So this means that he's gone into hermit mode because some things are being enlightened for him right now. His cup of love with the karmic relationship is over. He is now putting an end to the options of the past. He is no longer giving love to that situation. And he is now fixing to be in a position where he's going to start evaluating his choices. So if he's not quite there yet, he's on his way, Rupali. Just have faith, okay? I feel like this love that he is contemplating, he feels like he's bound to it. So if he's contemplating his love with the divine feminine, he knows that he is bound to this person. And I don't get this feeling. I don't get the feeling like that he's stuck in devil energy. I feel like this kind of energy is actually helping him right now. It's helping him evaluate the sins of the, well, let's just say, like, it's helping him evaluate the choices of past where those past choices have hurt him. And now it's making him evaluate how not to make those same choices again in a sinful way, but at the same time, knowing that the choices are out there, that it is his choice, it is his divine will to choose whichever cup is available to him and not in necessarily a bad way. The devil kind of, the devil entity in this card is a dual natured energy. Okay, I explained this in one of my readings the other day. Devil energy doesn't always mean devil energy. Okay, what you have to understand about all beings is that all beings are universal, whether they are malevolent or whether they are benevolent. Okay, and the devil is neither. Contrary to what people believe about devils, okay, the devil entities are neither good nor evil. Okay, they are both, and they serve a purpose for divinity, whether you believe that or not. Okay, whether you are stuck in your fear about the situation or not. I'm just here to tell you that devil energy works both ways. It works in a positive sense and it also works in a negative sense. And in a negative sense, it's going to take you down. You're going to go through hell. You're going to experience all these demon like things. You're going to have this demon like attachments until you learn how to deliver yourself from it. Okay. And what it is just an energy. Hey, I'm not going to say that Lucifer doesn't exist. I'm not going to say that. I'm just saying the energy in itself is still universal energy. It means it holds no prejudice. There is no good or bad. There's no dark or light. It just is what it is. And it works collectively to serve a purpose for spirit. Okay. And whether you want to look at Lucifer as the most cunning devil ever, okay, what you can still do is you can still understand that even though Lucifer was tossed out of heaven, he was still left with a part of his grace that divine spirit gave to him whenever he was created. It means if you ever were to stare in Lucifer's face, okay, if you've ever seen a person who's possessed, I have. There have been times where I've looked at other human beings and known that there was another set of eyes flickering back at me. Okay. I've known several times when I'm looking at a human being and when I'm looking at an ethereal spirit who's taking over a body. Okay. If you've ever been face to face with Lucifer, you still wonder why if you ever seen him in his true self, you still see him as the beautiful, loving angel that he once was before he was cast out of heaven. When you look upon Lucifer, you know that he's beautiful, but he's very seductive, and you know that he can trick you. You know that he's the master of illusions, but he's still beautiful. Okay. Don't let this facade right here ward you off. Okay. I'm just here to say that regardless of whether energy can be transmuted one way or another, it is neither dark nor light. It is neither good nor evil. It is completely and utterly universal. And regardless of whether it is low vibrational or high vibrational, it will still serve a purpose. Okay. So Rupali right now, the devil energy is helping him evaluate the past decisions that he has made. You know, making the wrong choices, possibly sinning, possibly sinful choices. Okay. Maybe he was a little overindulgent at times. But the devil energy here is making him look and evaluate that behavior from the past. Because what it's going to do, it's going to make him evaluate the behavior from the past so that when this card it turns around, because energy turns around. And this is why I don't mind reading reversals, because I know that if you're in this energy, with what this card is doing right here to work on this situation here of past things, bad choices, bad mistakes, or bad choices that led to mistakes, regrettable situations. Okay. What this energy is going to do is it's going to turn this energy around. Okay. So that this person looks at the past and has evaluated the past and evaluated the choices of the past. But now when this person has more options in his future, he's not going to look at them from a shitty low vibe situation, from a shitty low vibe perspective. He's going to look at this like, okay, well, I've learned some lessons because when I chose this cup, I really fucked up. Okay. And I can't go do that again. So he's going to be evaluating his options and be making a more clear and more sanctified choice. Okay. Okay, Rupali. This message is for you. This is about your divine masculine. And from what I'm feeling in these cards, what I've always felt in these cards, he's looking back at the past for the one that he lost. All I can say to you at this point, because I have pulled a lot of cards for you in the last few months, I pulled a lot of cards for you and I've given you messages. If you're doubting this, if you're doubting this, if you're doubting this journey, if you're doubting that your divine masculine has you on his mind, then honestly, there are no amount of cards that I can pull to help you understand your own dynamic of your relationship with this man. Because I can tell you all day long that you're on his brain, and that through the past evaluations and him being left out of the cold, he is thinking of his divine feminine, okay? Wanting to give her that cup of love. And I could tell you this 100 times, but whether you will listen to me and take my advice and trust in spirit, that is your free will, my friend. So when I say to you that he's learning a lesson right now and he's not able to come forward, then he's not able to come forward at this moment, but it doesn't mean that he will not come to you with a message of love, okay? So you really need to do some work, sister, because a divine feminine is going to struggle, yes, but a divine feminine is never going to doubt her divine masculine in that sense. A divine feminine, I'm sorry, but we know that motherfucker thinks about us. Okay, we know that we're on that motherfucker's brain 24/7. Why? Because we're psychic. Why? Because we're connected in a twin flame dynamic with our twin flames. We know when that dude thinks about us because we feel it. We know when he's in our head space. We know when he's in our heart space. We definitely know when he's in our energy. And if you can't feel that, honey, then you're not on a twin flame journey. You're just struggling to let go of a divine soul, a divine soulmate. But I would never sit here, and I don't want to sit here and tell you that either. What I really want to tell you is you've got to stop doubting your divine masculine. That's more of what I want to tell you. Stop doubting your divine masculine. If you know that this is your twin and you know that he is thinking about you because you feel it, it's only confirmation that you're not crazy, and no, you don't need a straitjacket. You're feeling this, okay? You're not making shit up in your head, all right? So, honey, you've got to trust in spirit, and you've got to trust in your divine masculine, my dear. I know it's hard to trust your divine masculine because he at one time fuck you over, okay? But you really, really have to start trusting in spirit, okay? You see, if you're psychic, you shouldn't be questioning yourself. And that's something that you need to go in and work on. This is not for your divine masculine or for me to work on for you. You have to do this, darling. You have to do this for yourself because nobody else can do this for you. Nobody can make you have faith. Nobody can make you have trust. And nobody can make any of this happen without you and your divine masculine. Like, I can tell you things from spirit all day long, but it really is going to boil down to your choice. Your choices, the choices that you make, and the choices that your divine masculine makes. You have to, at some point on this journey, start trusting spirit, and you have to, at some point, start trusting yourself. Okay? Because if you can't do either one of those things, you're going to stay stuck in limbo for a very long time. And so is your divine masculine. And honestly, your divine masculine needs you more than anything because you are the leader, okay? And I hate that the way that this works, that the woman, the divine feminine, is always the leader. The divine feminine goes through her awakening process first. The divine feminine goes through her dark night of the soul first, and then the masculine follows. But this is in that energy where you have got to start trusting in yourself. You've got to start trusting in spirit to make things happen for you. You have got to do the healing work. Whatever low vibrational energies that are coming in here after I give you a reading or you get readings from your other people, I know that you get readings from a lot of different readers, okay? So if nothing that we say to you can help you flip your mindset over, This is really work that you got to go in and do within yourself. Okay? Sweetheart, I've already told you 100 times. Your divine masculine is done with his karmic relationship. He's done with it. He has even fought with his family over this situation. And I've told you this every time I've pulled cards for you. It's not going to change. Your divine masculine is very strong, okay? I've tapped into his energy. I know how strong he is, not just because I'm a Leo, but because I've tapped into his energy. This dude would fight with his family and risk everything, having to start completely over because he's not happy and he's freeing himself of his karmic relationship. Okay? That is the final answer. They're not going to change. Like, spirit is not going to tell you over and over and over that this is happening when it's really not. Like, you've heard it from me, you've heard it from other readers. It is time for you to go down deep within and help yourself come out of this doubt that you're in, Rupali. Thank you, Peyton. Rupali, okay. I'm going to ask one more time, but this is going to be the last time I ask for you. Okay? A time frame, because I keep telling you over and over, the more you keep expecting a time frame, the more you're going to prolong it. When I tell you you've got to detach, it means you've got to detach. Okay? You get a general idea that he may be coming in with a message in May, but you can't timestamp that. You can't put a timestamp on divine workings. Okay? Divinity works in its own time and you have to trust it. So you're more than welcome to email me about that dream. Okay, but Rupali, I really want you to understand for the last time, I can't keep doing this with you over and over on lives. Every time I come on here, I'm trying to get an overall message out. And I really, really, really do want to help you, but you're going to have to start listening. Okay? Because your divine masculine thinks about you. He is going through a whole lot of shit right now, trying to learn his lessons to get back to you. The least you can do is listen to the readers that are giving you advice. You've paid a lot of money to these readers. I read for you all the time. I read for you for free. I don't ask for payment. But all I'm asking for you to do in this situation is listen to me one final time, okay? Because I can only pull these cards for you so much. Okay, you cannot constantly rely on me or other readers to help get you through this. You're going to have to start trusting yourself. You don't need to be sorry. You're not disturbing me. I'm trying to get you to understand. I'm trying to get you to understand, sweetheart. You've got to detach and you've got to go in and do the work, or you're going to keep staying stuck in this stagnant situation you're in. And I don't want that for you. Okay? Actually, I haven't heard that song, and I haven't listened to Jagged Edge in so long. My God, girl. Yeah, 90s slow jams. But I will definitely go and listen to it now, since you mention it. Rupali, I want you to know that I love you. I want you to know that spirit loves you, and I want you to know that your divine masculine loves you. Okay? I want you to know that your divine masculine is working hard with spirit to try to get back to you. You're just going to have to trust in the situation. Okay? You're going to have to trust in the situation. You're going to have to trust in your divine masculine, and you're going to have to trust in yourself, and you're going to have to trust in spirit. Okay? I want to do anything I can to help you alleviate this worry and this anxiety, but I know that if I don't be truthful with you, then I'm not going to be able to help you. And that's all this is. So please don't take that hard or like I'm angry at you, because I'm not angry at you. I love you. I want you to be happy. I want you to be at peace, and I want you to be free. I also want you to be with your divine masculine. So all I'm asking is that you please take the things that I say to you to heart and please listen and help yourself, sweetheart. Don't be sorry. You just know you need a little bit of help, sweetheart. It's okay to need help, and I'm here for you. I'm here for you anytime. But if you need me on a personal level, please message. Please message my email, because getting into these things with you on a live chat, I really feel like these things could be a little bit more personal, sweetheart, and not for the whole collective of people watching. Okay? Yeah, I know what it means to overthink. I'm an overthinker. I'm a Leo. Okay? And I'm also a Vedic and Cancer. So the emotions in me run very, very high, and I know what it means. Like, because at nighttime is when it gets me the most under that moon influence. I am constantly thinking. I overthink, but at the same time, there's a way to ground yourself through that. You just have to meditate a lot. Okay. And I love you for bugging me. I do. But I feel like, when you have some very, very deep questions, I really feel like you should just go ahead and message my email, because it would be so it would be so much easier for me to help you that way. Sweet, Peyton. If you send me a subscribe, I will subscribe right back. Absolutely. And if you have your own channel, God, I would love to watch some of your readings. Do you actually do readings? See, RuPauli, you already know what I'm talking about. I'm a Cancer too, especially in my Vedic chart. In my Vedic, yeah, in Vedic, I'm Cancer. I wonder why my camera keeps switching weird. Oh, you're cool, Peyton. Dominique Jewel. I'll have to go and add that. So your name is actually Dominique. Oh, nice. Nice to meet you, Dominique and Brandy. So yes, Rupali, Divine Masculine loves you. Divine Masculine is learning lessons to get back to you. It's just going to take some time. I don't know how much time. And I feel like they are not going to give me one for you right now, but I'll try. Time frame. Trusting in spirit to move things forward. So that was my answer. They're not going to give me a time frame for you, because they want you to learn a lesson here. They want you to trust in spirit to move things. They want you to trust in spirit to move mountains. They want you to trust that the illumination that you have been given, will move things forward. And it will. It's already working. Okay? So I'm going to conclude the Divine Masculine reading for now. I will come back here in a few short minutes, and I will do a reading for Divine Feminines. We'll see what the Divine Feminines are up to pretty soon. So I'm going to take a break. If you guys need to reach me, you can reach me at pearlofthesea13@gmail.com. You can also find me on Instant Go. You can find me at Brandy Dye at Facebook.com. You can find me at Brandini Mojo 13 on Instagram. And so feel free to either send me an email or go ahead and follow me on Facebook or Instagram and send me a message. Okay? If you would like to book personal readings, please contact me at pearlthec13@gmail.com or find me on Instant Go at Brandy Dye at instantgo.com. All right. I won't forget to listen to that song, I promise. Nice to meet you, Dominique. You're welcome, Rupali. Much love and light to all of you guys. Oh, you have Tarot decks? Sweet. Are you? Oh, you're trying to wait until you get to US to order decks. Okay. Hell yeah, sweet. So when you get your channel ready. Oh wait, never mind. What am I thinking about? I'm reading Rupali. Oh. Oh. Oh, cool. Cool, Rupali. That would be awesome. 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 Thank you. All right, so I need to go back up here and remember which song I need to listen to. Uh-oh. Oh. What am I doing? All right. I guess I'll have to go back through the comments here in a minute and read them again, but I'm going to sign off for now, guys. This has been your daily download for April 17th, 2019. Damn. I need to start doing these dailies for real. And again, I want to give a shout out to Made for Love. I love you, honey. Love from the United States. Love you guys. Love and light. I'll see you here in just a few with Daily Divine Feminine. Love and light, guys. Love and light.